This episode of We Like Shooting Double Tap is brought to you by Black Rhino Concealment, Rubber Dummies, Polymer 80, NeoMag, and Bowers Group.
Welcome to We Like Shooting Double Tap, episode 127, where we answer your questions, ask a few of our own, and touch base on gun industry news. Our panel tonight, the owner of River's Edge Tactical, Jeremy Posterick. We got the Machine Gun Moses, Aaron Krieger, our very own Nick Lynch. My name is Sean Aaron, and I want to welcome you all to our show. All right. I see you, Eric C. I see you. And we'll see what's going to happen. I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't work. Aaron, Nick, Jeremy, how you guys doing tonight? Bless you.
Fabulously.
Jeremy, doing all right?
I'm all right.
Did you wash your hands, Jeremy?
Yeah, because
I did wash my hands. I took so the gas station had a 1 pound Snickers bar, and I just been kind of chowing on that all day.
That's so much Snickers.
And then so Jeremy just left a 1 pound Snickers bar in the toilet.
Yeah, pretty much.
What are you, like nougat intolerant or what?
No, I think it's just entirely too much sugar.
Yeah, it's a 1 pound Snickers bar.
Jesus.
I've only eaten like maybe a fifth of it.
How large is that?
Yeah.
It's about a big.
Good Lord. So it's like a Snickers loaf.
Wait a minute. I want to explore this.
You get a bread knife and slice pieces
off.
off.
I'll go get it.
Okay.
I'll go get what's left of it.
All right. So I've got some questions for
Dear
Jeremy.
Lord.
I'm going to save them. But a 1 pound Snickers bar. Aaron, have you ever eaten a 1 pound candy item?
Oh, my kid got a 5 pound gummy bear, but I had like a nibble and it was terrible.
Oh, yeah, that sounds bad. Nick, have you ever eaten a 1 pound candy item?
No, I don't think so.
All right, so here's the wrapper.
Jesus Christ.
Don't forget how huge Jeremy's hands are.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh, my God.
it's longer than my hand is. It's like forearm length almost.
Oh, okay, I've seen that porn. All right, so Jeremy, my question is, you're at the gas station, and Jeremy goes to the gas station all the time. It's like right across the street from the range. It's on the way from the range to his house.
That's the...
Oh, okay, you didn't eat a lot.
No.
Oh, that's like not even a full Snickers bar. But Jeremy, at what point were you just like, you know what, today I'm going to buy a 1 pound
It was
Snickers
literally
bar.
right there, and the lady in front of the lady behind the counter was trying to talk the girl in front of me into buying it for some reason. And I'm like, you know what? I love Snickers bars. It's like my favorite candy bar. And I don't buy candy bars all the time. I probably haven't had a candy bar in months. And I'm like,
That's amazing.
So how much was it?
I don't remember. Because I got other things. So, like, I just threw it up there. Like, I don't know.
If you threw it up there, it probably went plunk.
It was like $12, I think.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I love just the peer pressure and the fact that Jeremy was just like, you know what? I'm going to buy the biggest candy bar anyone's ever seen. I actually did eat a 1 pound Reese's peanut butter cup once.
They had that right underneath of it.
Oh, yeah. So that was delicious. It took me like 2 weeks to eat.
Is that like eating a pie?
That.
It's just like an elephant. Like, what's the saying? How to eat an elephant? Start at the...
Wait,
Reese's was like, what?
Reese's peanut butter cups have...
Yeah, it's under the paper. That's why the paper's there.
Wait.
Isn't that how it goes? Isn't that how it goes?
I mean, I've seen people eat an elephant.
I've seen people eat an
Wait,
but I've never seen anyone eat an elephant's I want to say that right now.
All right, that's fair enough. God, I don't know how this went wrong. All right, so this is where we talk about Black Rhino Concealment. I have to go grab something, so I want you guys to talk about Black Rhino Concealment while I'm gone.
Okay. This is where Sean is going to go get his holster and be like, yeah, this is a new prototype that they sent exclusively to me.
Right, but we all got them.
Yeah, and they have the sweet,
I really like
sweet
it.
Colt logo.
I noticed some of the features on it right away. Have you noticed any of those nice features that they've added to it?
Like the adjustability and stuff?
The flare?
Yeah.
Flared,
up at the top?
I don't know how much we're allowed to really talk about it, but the flaring at the top is really cool.
Yeah, I like it. I took mine to the range yesterday and wore it most of the day. And I did have to adjust it a little bit, of course.
Okay, I'm back.
But fantastic.
Excuse me. So this is a very, very new prototype that only I have.
Yep.
Except not only I have it, multiple people have it. But this is what I really want to show you is that this is the Cult logo. They actually are doing printing.
Zoom in.
Hold on. Let me see. They are doing printing now.
Zoom in tighter.
I can't.
C-U-L-T, not C-O-L-T.
Black Diamond Guns and Gear says, hey, we like shooting. Can we have babies together? Yes, but you have to have them with Jeremy. He's fertile.
And he'll do it for $5,000 or $500 a week.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, yes, that is actually true. Anyway,
Wait, are they implanting the baby in Jeremy?
Wait. All right, so this is the Black Rhino Concealment. You can get any holster that they make, and you can get whatever you want printed on it as long as you have copyright and everything. And I will say that they have permission to have all of our logos, the Cult logo, and everything else on the holsters that they sell. So go check out Black Rhino Concealment for any holster that you want. What gun did you get your holster for, Nick?
It's a Glock 17 with a TLR1.
Aaron, what gun did you get your holster for?
Polymer 80 with a TLR2.
All right, and I got mine for a Polymer 80 PF 940 with a Faxon Firearms brushed bronze barrel.
God, a bunch of basic
Yeah. I mean, what'd you get yours for, Jeremy?
FNX 45 Tactical with a TLR1.
Cut
HL.
it out.
TLR1, geez.
TLR1 HL.
I've got the TLR1 HL. I like it a lot, actually.
My TLR and TLR2.
That TLR1 HL will light up my tree line from the back of my house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty
it's like
impressed with them.
150 yards away.
Yeah, that's nice.
So my TLR2 will do that, but it also has a green laser.
That's
lasers.
dumb.
Yeah,
lasers.
lasers are dumb.
Dude,
Nobody cares.
I checked it out, sighted it, and it was like right on. I'm like, dude, that's it right there.
You realize they're adjustable to be made to be right on, right?
Yes, but it's right on right now. So again,
All right, that'll do. BlackRhinoConcealment.com, coupon code WLS MOFO. WLS MOFO. I can't talk now. Whatever. That was my interpretive dance. This is called Would You Rather, where Aaron posits a couple questions to us. Jeremy never answers it. The rest of us do. Aaron, what do you have for us tonight?
This is instead of Would you rather? This is going to be which is better? Which is better at killing from a distance? A 50 BMG or having any dirt on the Clintons?
50 BNG.
I'm going to answer this from the Would You Rather own one or have one of these things. I'm going to go with having dirt on the Clintons because 27 Club.
50 BMG.
Yeah, I would. I've seen him kill himself.
50 BMG.
Jeremy?
Sean Heron says 50 BMG.
Communism.
Wait, Jeremy.
Holy Jeremy just won.
Jeremy would rather have communism?
No, it's which is better. Which is better at killing. Yeah.
Democratic policies.
Well, with the 50 BMG, you just have to get close to people.
Hey,
and the shockwave coming off the bullet will tear them apart, right?
That is actually true. Did you guys know?
No, it's hot, but
I know. Who was it that did that? Was it Demolition Ranch?
yeah, where he shot it above some water and nothing happened.
Like he shot it near some paper and it was just like nothing literally happened at all. But everyone's convinced that like just the shockwave will pull your arm off.
I bet there's a loud noise and it probably goes past your head.
Noises!
According to Shooter, what was that? 458 Shytac will blow a person's arms and legs off from almost a mile away.
416.
416 Shytac?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you guys know that in Detroit, justifiable homicides 25 times the national average?
But
murder's lowest in 50 years.
Exactly. You're welcome.
I know. 416, 408 Shytac.
That's what I said.
Dude,
did you?
I was literally just
no, you said 450.
You're thinking 416 Barrett.
I am thinking 460.
I was literally just getting ready to Google that because I hadn't heard of it.
I was like, that doesn't sound right after I said it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wasn't going to argue with you.
I'm so sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry. But didn't you say 450?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
He said 408 Shytac.
Aaron, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's never happened from anyone in Colorado to me.
I know, right?
Shut the up.
The other day, Sean was like, "Okay, I want you to remember this moment when I say that I'm wrong, so that the next time Aaron says something and and I'm wrong, I say so, like, you have evidence that I say that I'm wrong when I'm wrong.
But
And I was like, no, what I'm going to do is deny that this ever happened and just be like, Sean, what are you talking about? You never say you're wrong.
It was so great because I was like, literally like, okay, I want you to remember this because next time Aaron's talking to I want you to be like, no, but he admitted that he was wrong about this topic on this date.
I put it on the calendar because it was such a I was like, the earth is going to open up.
Well, it explains why it's snowing here, because like hell's starting to freeze over.
Yeah, there will be trumpets from the heavens.
Yeah.
Well, there is Hell, Michigan.
Yeah,
There is.
Hell, Michigan.
Yeah, it's anywhere Aaron is.
Oh no, but literally,
Well,
you can actually spend money and become the mayor of hell for a day if you want to.
That's awesome.
Wow.
How much money?
Yeah.
How much policy do I get to enact?
I don't think it's really. I think it's more of a symbolic.
Well, then that's
But how much money is it?
I think it's like $1,000.
All right, so here's what we need to do. Start a GoFundMe so that I can be the governor.
$1,000?
Or the governor, the mayor of hell for a year.
My first act as mayor is to declare prima nocta. NeoMag, guys, we've been talking about it for a while now. And, originally when we started, they had the one product. Then they went to the two. They had the NeoMag and the Rask, which is for revolver shooters. And now they're like, you know what? We need something for the AR shooters. And that, my friends, is the Sentry Strap from NeoMag. That's kind of their new hotness. It helps you set up your sling and just keep it organized while it's in a case, while it's being transported, while it's on the bench, all those different things. Funny
That's
story.
so neat.
Every time I have a sling on one of my rifles, we throw it on the bench or whatever, and every time I grab it, I almost pull another gun off the bench. But, hopefully we'll get those in soon. Hey, Greg.
Did you know that the Sentry Strap comes in black multicam?
I did.
That new hotness comes with the new hotness on it.
I do have a black multicam Flightline Fiberco wrap for my ears. I have a black multicam brace strap for my SBA3. Mm-hmm. And now if I get the black multicam Sentry Strap, Greg Davis from NeoMag, and maybe Dusty's listening. Hey, Dusty.
I'm really
Dusty, shoplift a Sentry Strap and send it here, please.
I'm pretty jealous of all of the black multicam. You have shoes too, right?
No, those are Woodland M81.
Oh, okay. I thought those were black because
You know what? I'm going to get black
Those are
multicam
awesome.
shoes.
You know what? Just dye them black, and then the cam will come through.
I don't like your idea. Go check out the neomag.com and use coupon code WLS10. It will save you 10% off all day, every day. And this is the time on the show when we answer your questions.
Burn when you pee? Unsure about your relationship? Why can't you use 45 and a 9mm? Get your questions answered on #DearWLS. Visit WeLikeShooting.com/DearWLS to submit your question.
Aaron, take the first question.
This one is from Adam C. Adam asks, "Hey guys, what's your opinions on concealed carrying a .22 Magnum? Sadly, I live in Southern California. I'm currently saving to buy and concealed carry a 3.5 Ruger or Berti."
Do you want to take a moment to get yourself together?
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, why don't you read it? I'll read the next one because this pertains to you. It would be more fun this way.
Hey guys, what's your opinions on concealed carrying .22 Magnum? Sadly, I live in Southern California. I'm currently saving to buy and concealed carry a 3.5-inch Ruger or Uberti 357 Bird's Head, but in the meantime, I own a 3.5-inch Heritage 22 LR 22 Mag Bird's Head, and I've heard that 22 Magnum is ballistically close to a 380 when using Hornady Critical Defense. Is it worth it to conceal a 22 Magnum, or should I wait till I get my 357? I find them a lot more accurate and the grip more comfortable with a single action. Thanks. #WLS for life. #2A for life.
Our hashtag is WLS is life. But I'll follow that one too. That's
he can
cool.
do whatever hashtag he wants.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to follow that one too.
So I mean, if that's all you have and you don't have a better option, then sure. I wouldn't recommend you go out and get one.
Well, let me
a 22 mag for.
Let me ask
carry.
you this, guys. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're not.
No, I really am. I want to say okay, so why do we carry bigger calibers?
Stopping power.
What is the thing? Like, what is the thing that we're trying to accomplish with bigger calibers? Like, what's the difference between 22 LR? So, as I understand it, we're talking about like the thing that kills people is tissue damage and massive hemorrhaging and tension pneumothorax. I mean, look at my shirt in this order: massive bleeding, airway, respiration, circulation, head injury, heat loss, and everything else. March E. Like, what kills? Like tissue damage, right? That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to accomplish tissue damage because tissue damage will stop a threat. So when we talk about what calibers are appropriate to carry for concealed carry, I think the end goal is to cause tissue damage to stop that threat if it has the possibility of causing you major bodily harm or death, right? So tissue damage.
There's been studies done.
Right.
I mean, there's a couple studies out there of caliber effectiveness. And basically what I forget the guy's name, but there was one that was done way back in the 80s. And the guy basically found out that there was no difference in a real life situation between a 380 and a 45. The difference what that guy was going for was, different study. The study I'm thinking about, the guy was going for, effectiveness in stopping a threat. And then what had the highest percentage of one shot stop. But there was no difference between there was a slight difference between 380 and 45 ACP. But the difference was less than the guy's,
margin of error.
Yeah. Margin of error. Thank you. I couldn't think of it. And, so between a 380 to a 45, it's like, it's a toss-up. And then anything below a 380 is considered like a nominal cartridge. And anything above a 45 is considered like a hunting round. I don't know. I've gotten 22 Magnums for people to conceal carry for various reasons, whether it's hand strength issues or arthritis, and it's better than your purse. It's better than hitting them with a stick. Yeah.
So I mean, we're trying to disrupt internal structures that help perpetuate life. That's what we're trying to do. Will a 22 Magnum do that? Yes. Will it do it as well as a 9mm? I don't know. It depends on where you hit them. But we're talking about temporary and permanent wound cavitation. We're talking about shot placement. We're talking about veins and arteries and massive hemorrhage. And, if you hit someone directly in the heart with a 22 Magnum and a 9mm, are they going to die the same way in the same time? Probably.
Yeah. I will say that 9mm is a larger bullet, which to an extent I feel like is helpful, especially with an expanding bullet, because that's that much more that you can miss, right? I mean,
it's a bigger permanent wound cavity. It's a bigger temporary wound cavity. If you miss a major blood vessel or the heart or lung or whatever by a quarter inch with a 22, you missed.
With a something larger like a 380 or a 9mm or whatever, that isn't a miss. That'll do damage.
But now we're getting into what ifs and
I know, but
you drill somebody in the brainstem with one of those pinfire. Those little little watchmaker guns. You drill somebody in the brainstem with that.
What? That probably wouldn't penetrate, but
I don't know.
but you get what I'm saying. I know that is a hypothetical, but like if I'm not sacrificing concealability or capacity and gaining those benefits, and he's talking about a single action Heritage Arms, which is a 6-round revolver that is not that small. No, I would never recommend that someone buy that for concealed. Well, there are very few situations where I can see myself recommending something like that for someone for concealed carry. If he's got it and that's all he's got, it's certainly better than nothing. I'm also we've talked about this. We've talked about this exact thing a lot of times, but rimfire primers have certainly gotten better in more recent times, but they're still not as reliable as centerfire cartridges or centerfire primers. So you do have a higher likelihood of failure there. I don't know, man. I personally don't know that I'd carry a single action.
I mean, look, if a single action is what I had and I didn't have the ability to get something better, I would carry that. If a knife is what I had and I didn't have the ability to get something better, I would carry that. If I had a baton and I couldn't get a knife and I couldn't get a gun and I couldn't get anything else and that was the best thing that I had, I would get that. Like I'm going to carry something all the way from my fists on up to a rocket launcher if that's what I can carry. Like I'm going to do the best thing that I have to survive. I just went to New Orleans. I carried every single day. I had a med kit on me every single day because I had reciprocity.
Sketchy New Orleans.
Dude, there is.
Again, if that's all you've got, and right now that's all he's got, then that's fine. He does say in here, though, that he is saving to get a Ruger or Uberti 357 Bird's Head, which is another single action, which is kind of a big, heavy, bulky gun, even with a short barrel. For what you're getting, plus single action.
A single action is a good, it's not 1890. Yeah. It's a good way to immediately be outgunned in a situation. You are not going to get many shots off effectively quickly.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to shoot, especially one-handed. It can be done, but trying to shoot a single action, cock that hammer and fire accurately is going to be tough.
And there's a video making its round on Facebook right now of a guy who has beaten his wife or girlfriend or fiance or whatever, beating the shit out of her, and cops unload a 10-round magazine of 9mm into him.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
The one in Cleveland?
Yeah. And he stumbles around.
That guy was trying to rape that chick.
Okay, so he's trying to rape her. He's there without his shirt on. I'm like, well, why is your shirt off, bro? Like, I think you're just showing off at this point. But yeah, the cops unload. So he basically starts getting even more aggressive with the woman, and the cops unload magazines into him. A lot of shots. He doesn't drop immediately. So just remember that when you're talking about single action, one shot. It's not the movies. One shot does not kill. It would be very unlikely for one shot to stop a threat.
And God forbid you have to reload.
Oh, I mean, is that like an old style single action?
You know why cowboys carried two guns? It wasn't to fire one with each hand. It was to drop one and grab the second. Yeah. Because reloading took so long.
Yeah, I mean, you got if it's depending on what kind of single action it is, you may have to half cock. You got to open the loading gate. You got to drop your casings out like that.
You talk about the bird's head grip being more comfortable on a single action. You should look at some of the, if you're really set on a revolver, check out some of the compact, like the Ruger SP101, the J-frames from Smith & Wesson. Those all have a very small grip frame on them, and you can put real small grips on them if you've got a small hand. If you get one with a hammer, you still have the option to fire it in single action. But if something happens and you've got to just pull the trigger as fast as you can, it's still going to work. And you get that swing-out cylinder so you can reload significantly faster should you need to.
Yeah, and then the last sentence, I find them a lot more sorry, I can't see it anymore because someone's clicked on it. More accurate and the grip more comfortable with the single action. Okay, that's fine. I shoot really well with the 1911, but I don't think it's my best option based on what I have available to me and what I have skills with.
And think of it this way. In a CCW engagement, pure accuracy is not your goal. Rounds on bodies is your goal.
Yeah.
If you're a revolver guy and that's what you're gonna carry, or you're Californian, it's hard to get. Whatever, whatever your reasoning is, being able to go bam, 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 and even as long as he's leaking somewhere you don't need to shoot a group, like that in the guy's chest. Put holes in bodies, and you can do a lot more of them with a double action. I don't give a if you're less accurate, as long as you can effectively engage center mass on a threat. That's all you're going for.
Yeah, and I will also say I'm a little confused. So, I mean, some places in Southern California you can get concealed carry, and I'm just wondering why, all the revolvers, if you shoot them well and that's what you're familiar with, I totally understand. That's one thing, but it's not the best tool for the job. And I would say that maybe figuring out and maybe practicing and becoming proficient, because look, we have tons of listeners in California, man. You are not limited to just every single basic thing out there in the universe, Adam. You have a lot of options. There are a lot of things on the roster. It may not be great. It may not be cheap, but it depends. We always ask, what's your life worth? Is it worth spending a little bit of extra money getting a modern striker fire that carries 10 rounds or whatever is legal in California? I don't know. And I think that the answer is probably yes. So I think there's a lot for you to think about. and really do a little bit of self-examination and soul searching just to kind of figure out what's best for you, what's available to you, and what's illegal for you. Aaron, next question.
The next question is as follows. It's from Aiden S., and he asks, does Jarambe have any Kami guns? If so, what's his justification for owning them?
I own one Kami gun that would technically I don't own it. My SOT owns it, but I have one Kami gun that is a full auto AKM, and I own it for capitalist reasons, which I think is the best you to communist Russia. I took your people's rifle, and I make money with it. You, commies.
So capitalism is his justification. All right, that's fair. I mean, like, what else you got? There's nothing else. That's all there is. Nick?
What?
Next question.
Oh, I was like, that was for Jeremy. I don't really know what you want me to.
Next question.
Would you, Lance D says, would you rather have a hemorrhoid-sized or a sized hemorrhoid?
Depends on the size of the hemorrhoid.
Yeah, how big is a hemorrhoid?
Well, they could be any size, right, Aaron?
I have no idea.
Wait, hold on.
The only hemorrhoid I know is just ask me a question.
Didn't you get one last time you gave birth?
How big is a hemorrhoid?
Okay, we're Googling. Hold on.
You might not want to do that.
I didn't tell Google to listen to me.
I've never had a hemorrhoid, so I've never seen a hemorrhoid, thank God.
So in the cult group, someone posted about their friend's like 26-year-old daughter or whatever dying in a car accident. I posted a sad emoji, and then I tried to post a comment on another post, and I put 3 cry face laughing emojis, but I posted it on his post.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
So that happened.
James, I'm sorry. That was not meant to be on that post. I don't know exactly what happened, but I'm leaving it.
You were a horrible piece of
I just I just got a notification, and it was just him saying Sean Heron ? And then there's a bunch of GIFs about like, whoo, and
Lord.
Oh my God, that's awful. I am so sorry, James. That is not supposed to be on that post, but I'm leaving it because that's who I am.
So I'm not finding a definitive answer on how large a hemorrhoid is. So I don't know.
Look, man.
they can vary.
Yeah,
hemorrhoids can vary in sizes, much like the nipples.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They could be 100% internal, I hear.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I ever get a
is yours internal?
The only hemorrhoid I've ever had is you, Aaron.
I made that joke about you. That's fucking. Look at you stealing.
If I ever get a hemorrhoid, I'll make sure that I have Sean measure it for me, and then we'll come back and revisit this question.
Wait. Jeremy's confessing something.
I've had a hemorrhoid.
Yeah, dude, you spend like 6 hours when you try to take a like you're probably in there just pushing for forever.
I'm usually playing on my phone and getting away from you people. But,
what do you mean, you people?
Oh, you know exactly what I mean.
See, I'm very fortunate. I never have to push, so.
We start the show at 7:30. At 7:28, Jeremy said, "Got to," and we started the show at 7:47. So almost 20 minutes.
Yeah, but I got back before we started it.
Yeah, we waited
like 30 seconds.
No, but I'm saying, like, I was back for a few minutes before it started.
Okay, Smitty Werben Jensen says, "I'm in the market for getting a sonic cleaner exclusively for cleaning gun parts. I'm that lazy, and this is the only way I can keep my gun parts clean with how quickly I dirty them up. I'm looking at the Hornady Sonic Cleaner that can fit an entire upper receiver inside of it. I remember J-Paw saying once that he owns one of these and has actually used to clean entire uppers. My actual question is if he has cleaned any uppers on it with optics still attached and what results he got. I don't feel like removing optics and re-zeroing every time I clean my guns is very practical. Thanks. The show is above average."
Do it.
Yeah, yes, I have that Sonic Cleaner.
But so you have the one that fits the barrel and everything.
Correct.
Yeah, an entire upper.
Don't put the f***ing optic in there.
Yeah.
I mean, you could leave it on there, but you got to keep it above the solution.
No, just dunk the whole thing.
Oh man,
you're going to buy new optics often. If
it's fine.
You.
Well, optics are disposable anyway, right?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Night Force has like a 6-month shelf life if you're lucky. So
Yeah, so I don't know. That's definitely a tough one. I have the RCBS ultrasonic case cleaner. I think it's 32 ounce. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Sorry, that's just the what do you call it? The solution. But I love that one. I've actually just started using it. It fits like an entire full size pistol. In fact, I fit this pistol in it. This is my full size Polymer 80 PF940 and V2 actually. And I fit the entire thing in there. It was badass. I literally just like field stripped it, dropped everything in there, and then set it for 25 minutes at 140 degrees. And came out, scrubbed a little bit of, what was it, grape jelly and ketchup off of it, and we were good to go.
I don't know.
So, Jeremy, how much did that one that you have cost?
I don't remember because I got it at dealer cost.
Now, mine was, I think it was like $160 on Brownells. And so I've got
several $100s.
Yeah, yours is.
I really want to take a cheap optic and put it in an ultrasonic cleaner on something now and see what happens.
We have so many cheap optics.
I just found one today that I got on Amazon for like $10.
We have that one that we got sent from the Chinese people on Amazon that we could literally sonic clean.
Yeah.
You know what? Do that True Glow one.
Oh yeah, that's actually a great. I hate that.
We should mount it on something, try and zero it, then put the whole gun in the sonic cleaner, and then try and shoot it again and see what happens.
I like all this. But yeah, so I have two smaller sonic cleaners that I can't even fit a slide in, and in my RCBS ultrasonic case cleaner, I can fit like an entire Glock 34 slide in. So not a problem at all. I can fit a lower, I can fit an upper, but not the entire upper, just the actual upper receiver. And I like that, and it's reasonable. It's under $200.
So in the listener chat, they have really all described their own hemorrhoids. It's really disgusting.
Yeah, that's. I saw that.
Okay.
Someone actually said theirs is like half of M&M hanging out of their SSB. And I'm thinking, why would a rapper? I mean, a rapper is pretty big, and he makes great music, and have half of him hanging out of his hole.
Right.
That's weird, man.
Yeah.
Wait,
like,
but which?
I want to be your friend.
But which half?
The good half.
So it's like the top half of him. So can he rap? Like, is it sentient? Does it rap to you?
Oh, that reminds me of the time I did the rap to that song. Remember that?
I thought that's what you were playing.
No.
Also, I like how you played the part that actually isn't Eminem.
I know. That's the first thing I found. Here's this one. Oh, what's going on?
Oh, look, it's Dido again. Great job.
Well, I think this is it.
Dear Sean, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I left my cell, my pager, and my home phone at the bottom. I sent 2 letters back in autumn. You must not have got them. There probably was a problem at the post office or something. Sometimes I scribble addresses too sloppy when I jot them. But anyways, what's been up, man? How's your kids? My girlfriend's pregnant now. I'm about to be a father. If I have a daughter, guess what I'ma call her? I'ma name her Jeremy. I heard about your Savage's High Point too. I'm sorry. I had a friend kill himself over some didn't want him. I know you probably hear this every day, but I'm your biggest fan. I even got the underground that you did with Jake Chaland. I got a room full of your posters and your pictures, man. I like the you did with Aaron too. That was fat. Anyways, I hope you get this, man. Hit me back. Just a chat. Truly yours. Your biggest fan. This is Stan.
Okay, that was actually really awful. I'm embarrassed that I played it, but
I'm embarrassed for you.
yeah. Look, sometimes we did things to.
I liked it.
Okay. Sometimes we did things to push the show that I wish we wouldn't have done.
Look, the fish is back.
Yeah, I saw Aaron is still here.
Right. I'm like, oh, it's the fish.
It never gets better.
Oh, the song, not me. Okay, good.
No, I think he was talking about you.
Yeah.
Aaron, take the next one.
I just did the last one, Sean.
Jeremy, take the next one.
Which one is it?
Let's see.
Jono.
Jono, Fire Toad Forge. A while back, y'all talked about RocketFFL.com and becoming quote-unquote kitchen FFLs. Savage said he wasn't interested because of all the scariness of don't f*** up. I'm curious as to all the details of being an FFL. Could I sell my brother a gun once a year, and that's good, quote-unquote, good enough to keep a license if I want to go the Jeremy route and get my SOT and a leather jacket eventually? How difficult is that? Is it worth kind of, quote-unquote, playing the system? so I can more easily get suppressors, full auto, dealer discounts, SPR, etc. Thanks, guys. Also, I'm a blacksmith, and I'd like to send you all some specially forged items. How can I get them to you? Send them to my store.
All right. So,
no.
First of all, rocketffl.com. Aaron, you used it?
I used it.
I used it. Aaron, you have an FFL?
I do have an FFL.
What do you have?
I have an 01.
You have an 01, and the name is?
Gray Wolf Firearms.
And if people want to like have transfers done through you, buy from you, whatever, can they do that?
Yeah. And what's nice is I'm only charging $20 transfer fees.
And the place around you is charging like way more than that, right?
Yeah, the closest place just jumped there by $10, so it's now $35 transfer fees.
Cool.
Wow.
All right,
Yeah.
that is actually very cool. I also use Rocket FFL. I actually just got a phone call today from my ATF IOI, which is the investigative. What does IOI stand for? Investigative Office Investigator. I don't know. And he asked
Investigative Office Investigating.
So I had my interview on October 30th, or my inspection, I should say, on October 30th. And
They really don't inspect anything, though.
dude, not a f***ing thing. He literally sat in that chair in my office. We went over some paperwork. We were here for an hour and 40 minutes. And
I cleaned my house, and he never even walked through it.
Yeah,
I was
no.
like, okay, you don't want to see this, all the stuff I have for security? And he's like, nope, don't care. So he just had I brought some donuts and got him some coffee, and he was happy.
yeah, I have coffee and everything here. He didn't want any, but he was actually a really cool dude. He called me today, and he's like, hey, did you get the packet? I forgot to give it to you while I was there. I sent it out. And I was like, yeah, I literally got it like the next, like 2 days later or something like that. And he's like, okay, cool. Just wanted to check. And I was like, so what is that? What does that mean? And he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, so did I get approved or what? And he's like, yeah, everything went fine. It's no problem. You'll get your license in a couple weeks. So
10 business days usually.
yeah.
And I had so much fear in regards to what to expect, because it was expecting the unknown. But in all actuality, from what I understand, is they're not going to come to you unless you have all your stuff, all the stuff that they need. If once they have everything, they'll just come in and make sure you don't look like you're ready to use your FFL as some sort of tool to destroy the United States. And yeah.
It was actually pretty it was pretty awesome. Someone asked me about how much it cost from start to finish for my FFL 07. And I think it was $290. And to break that down, it was $50 for Rocket FFL. It was $150 for the, 5 years for an FFL 07.
3
years for an FFL 07. I had to get a business license at $50. I had to get a sales tax license at $24. And I had to get fingerprint cards done for $40.
Dude, your state.
For $40.
Why? What's the problem with that?
Because
I can literally go on the computer, get a business license and a what'd you say? A tax license?
A sales tax license.
EIN number.
I got the EIN. EINs are free.
EIN's free. A business license, which is what makes you able to collect sales tax and can exempt certain purchases from sales tax because you're purchasing them to resell. Dude, I could have one in like 10 minutes. It costs nothing.
Okay, so I had to register my business with the Secretary of State, which was 50 something, and then I had to get a sales tax license, which was $24. So I was right about $290 all said and done. And the day I get my FFL in the mail, I'm gonna sign up for my SOT, which is $500 a year, payable every July 1st, and it's not prorated, so I'll have to pay next July as well. But it's definitely a thing. Now he asks about playing the system, and here's the thing: no, man, absolutely not. Like, you need to be in the business of selling firearms. That has to be 100% your intent. If you're not good at it, that's one thing, but you have to be in the business of selling firearms with clear intent to do so. And I definitely am. Aaron, you said Gray Wolf Firearms?
Gray Wolf Firearms, yeah.
So
what's yours?
Mine is 171 LLC.
Huh.
Which I thought was kind of funny.
I argued with him so hard to get that.
Yeah, it was good, dude.
Well, I suggested that, and he was like, nah, and now you did it, so you.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy.
It took like a good couple hours of me like, no, it's got to be.
So Rocket FFL, like, I had zoning problems. I am in commercial space. I was like, this is not going to be a problem whatsoever. And then the ATF guy, he said that he said manufacturing, you need to double check because I don't believe that you're zoned for manufacturing. That's going to be a problem. And I was like, well, I didn't even think about that because there's another FFL in the building, but they have an 01. So I had to get in touch with my local zoning office. I was like, I don't have any idea what to say. Like, I know I'm clearly not zoned for manufacturing. However, by the definition of the government, manufacturing is completely different than normal manufacturing processes and things like that. So I had to get in touch with the zoning department, and Rocket FFL literally had exactly what I needed to say. I said those things. They gave me my approval, and I got approved for an 07 FFL, which is a manufacturing FFL, in my normal office space because of Rocket FFL, and I wouldn't have had that without it. I thought it was pretty great, and I'm really happy. So when you say, is it worth kind of playing the system so I can more easily get suppressors, full auto dealer discounts, SBR, et cetera? No, I don't think it is. You need to be in the business of selling those things. You need to do it. Otherwise, you're committing federal crimes, and I think that's definitely a problem.
And here at Grey Wolf Firearms, we want everyone to have a firearm. So if you're looking for, I will get stuff at dealer cost for you. You just have to pay the FFL cost. Just saying.
That's awesome, man. I love it. How can they find out more about you?
You hate people like you.
I know. Dude, I've been waiting for that all night. I know it.
I just, Jeremy, we don't compete with each other, though. So I mean,
I'm aware of that, but there's still people around me that do that, and it's annoying.
I understand. But, to me, it's like...
As an actual gun store?
Yes.
Go yourself.
Right. I mean, I have no overhead, but... Just, email me at aaron@welikeshooting.com if you're interested in any firearms or firearms needs.
He's going
to... I get your prices on things that you're curious about. Not buy curious, but curious. Unless that buy is BUY.
Right.
Then I'm in.
Yeah. I think this blacksmith is going to send us shaped can openers. Or bottle openers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally fine. So anyway, our address is in our Instagram profile and available online. And I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, that I emailed him back and gave him our address.
He does some beautiful work. Also, it looks like he does some bottle openers.
Cool. So
assuming it's the same guy.
Grey Wolf Firearms in Michigan.
Yep.
Aaron, what's your operating area?
Howell,
Michigan.
Yep.
Anywhere in Colorado, if you want to come down to Colorado Springs, Colorado, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll get that license in, and very, very shortly after that, we'll have our SOT. And buying, selling, all kinds of good stuff like that we'll be doing. And that is 171 LLC. And don't forget, always, the range, man. River's Edge Tactical in Valley City, Ohio.
Yeah, come to us, buy your guns, go to Jeremy and shoot them.
No, just go buy your guns from Jeremy.
That's okay. He's still making money on the range.
Yeah, I mean, Jeremy has a gun store. Like, we'll be able to order stuff and stuff like that, but Jeremy literally has a gun store with stock in it. It's awesome. Nick and I, Aaron and I, we've all spent so much time there. It's badass. I love it.
Yeah.
But yes, I can recommend Rocket FFL because I don't think I would have ever done this without Ryan Kleckner. And even though I try never to abuse my friendships and be like, hey, Ryan, what about this? What about this? What about that? But
Shut up. Now you're just picking on me.
Oh, I forgot about that. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got everything I needed from Rocket FFL. There is a link in the show notes to Rocket FFL if you guys are interested in that. And be in the business or commit federal crimes, and federal crimes come with heavy penalties. So
there's lots of people with kitchen FFLs.
I know. But they have to be in the business of selling firearms.
Yeah, it's intent.
It is intent. I feel like I was fairly clear about that. I said they can suck at it, but they have to have the intent.
Yep.
Nick, next question. Valley City, Ohio, Bradley.
Matt L. says, Dear WLS, on the subject of lights, I work nights, so having a good light source is mandatory, especially for a headlamp. Right now, I use a Streamlight ProTac headlamp with 600 lumen max output, but has 3 total modes for different output. I really like this headlamp, but I feel like I'm constantly changing the batteries on it, even with running lithium Energizer CR123 batteries, which gets pretty expensive for something I use every day. On max output, it's only good for about 1.5 hours. Are there any headlamps out there you know that you can run on the 18650 rechargeable batteries that will give the same performance as the Streamlight? The other requirement is it can't be enormous and needs to be able to survive impacting the ground up to 30 feet. P.S. If you're looking for a good handheld light for carry, I recommend the Phoenix UC35 up to 1,000 lumens and 17,000 candela with a rechargeable 18650 battery. So I don't really know anything about headlamps. This is one. This is like the perfect question for my dad, because my dad works in the oil fields and has an obsession with headlamps. So he's got like all of them. If only he was here.
If only.
It's probably a good thing that he's not, though, because he'd probably be really disappointed in me.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know that he is.
We know, but he doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, he doesn't know yet.
I don't know all about headlamps, so I apologize.
Eric in the comments says Petz, Petz.
Oh yeah.
We had one of their headlamps in when we 5 years ago, 7 years ago when we first started. We had one of their headlamps in, and it worked great. At the time, that one was not rechargeable, so I'm not sure about what they have in rechargeables. But that would be a good place to start. Petz.
Petzl.
Petzl.
So,
I love Petzls with a
they're,
little mustard.
They're expensive as man. Like Petzl Duo S headlamp is $450.
But
is it rechargeable?
The Petzl Tika is only $21.93.
What? Why not just get one of these, which has the hat clip?
He probably can't see it because it's so
bright
on the camera.
Yeah.
So, what about Nightcore Adventure Aaron? Not me. I'm non-Adventure Aaron. He says he uses a Nightcore rechargeable headlamp. Pick any model; they all work great.
Excuse me. I don't know. I don't use headlamps, so I don't really know about them. But yeah, Adventure Aaron.
What about Night Court?
I never watched that show.
The Bull.
Never watched it.
Oh.
So anyway, like if I needed a headlamp, I actually have the Streamlight MicroStream USB, which is a very small pocket flashlight, and it does have a clip that you could put on your hat. But that's probably my guess is you're using it for work. But I don't use them. What did Eric JC say?
Princeton
Petzl.
Tech. He says, or Princeton Tech.
Eric JC says long nights in Alaskan backcountry can't be wrong. Princeton Tech or Petzl. So hopefully that helps Matt L. Jeremy slap Matt L.
Okay.
But yeah, Phoenix UC35. I actually have a Phoenix light that I actually love, and I've had it in my backpack that I travel with all the time for a very long time. And man, it's been great. I love that light.
I like Phoenix. That song was on the radio this morning. What is it? 1901.
I don't know what you're talking about. Jeremy, take the next question from Tom.
Tom L says, "Good evening, guys. Thank you for putting out great, honest, no shrill content. I'm an avid small game hunter, and I'm ready to step up to a real light for my .22 rifle. I run my light on the lower rail. I have a separate large spotting light, but I like the weapon-mounted light when I'm taking the shot. Considering the Crimson Trace Universal Railmaster 420 lumen tactical weapon light and Crimson Trace high lumen LED tactical white light for M1913, which would you choose, or is there another under $100 light you highly recommend? Hashtag SSB, hashtag WLS is life." I don't recommend any light under $100.
You know, that's actually not 100% true.
Especially on a 22.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to be really heavy recoil.
And we're not talking about recoil. I'm just talking about effectiveness of the f***ing light.
You can get like a flashlight mount and throw a decent light in there.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Just get a bit like one of those old 1980 mag lights.
Yes.
17 D-size batteries.
I have a couple of the Solar Force lights. They're like $30-$40 a piece. Throw that in a little 1-inch Picatinny mount under the gun, and good to go.
Dude, I had a 6-cell mag light back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Never worked, but I still kept it in my truck.
It didn't work.
Same.
So,
how do you have a mag light that doesn't work?
Because I hit a lot of.
So what about that Streamlight ProTac that I have, the big light?
Yeah.
So it does run off of 4 CR123A batteries, which sucks ass.
But that thing weighs like 6 pounds and it's fucking huge.
It is huge, but they have the rail mount for $100 on Amazon. And dude, it's badass.
That thing
light,
is insane.
like you could set it on fire with that light.
Yeah.
It is awesome. It's huge. It has a rail mount. It's $100. It's a stream light. It's like it says here, 1,000 lumens, and it's big, dude. It's like probably 12 inches long.
It's like the size of a 2 D-cell mag light.
Hey, Jeremy.
What?
Look what I found.
Yeah.
That's only a 3-cell.
Right, but listen.
So
a mag light that doesn't work.
I really like
boom.
the D-cell mag lights, and I would like to get one and do like an LED conversion on it, because they are like great lights. They're really tough. They're pretty watertight. They just are dim.
I killed a raccoon with one.
I don't doubt it.
Raccoon though.
Huh?
It was Rocket.
No, my pet raccoon I killed with an axe handle.
Okay. Oh, so you have a history with raccoons apparently.
Well, it's 23 axe handles high with its feet on the ground and the head in the sky. Hey, Paul Bunyan.
That light Sean's talking about. We had a power outage with. We looked it up, and one house affected. So only our house didn't have power, and we just like turned that thing on and set it on the kitchen table, like upright, shooting up at the ceiling.
Yeah,
and it just lit the whole like kitchen and dining room up. It was great.
Yeah, so personally, I would recommend that. I put a link in the show notes if you're interested in finding out more. But that's the Streamlight Pro Tac. It's a big light, like not a tiny little thing. But I mean, otherwise, $100. I don't know, man. I can't recommend Night Force anymore. Or Enforce, sorry.
Oh yeah,
Enforce anymore.
I like what the fish says about Jeremy.
What did he say? Jeremy probably the light out of it. Adventure
through the hole.
ADV Aaron Adventure said, "Yeah, I'm a light horse. I've been trying a bunch of Nightcore keychain lights and headlamps. Went from AAA headlamps to rechargeable Nightcore to pack small in my motorcycle tank bag for camping."
Nightcore sounds like a style of rock rap or something, or rap metal.
Right. Where they dance weird.
It's like instead of horrorcore, it's nightcore.
Armament Nexus said, "My brother killed a raccoon with a chainsaw by accident. Does that count?" Someday I want you to tell us that story when we're drinking.
That sounds pretty fucking ninja.
A friend of mine just cut a tree down in his front yard the other day, and he put a video on Facebook, and the tree comes down, and then there's like a 5 or 6 second gap, and then a squirrel comes running out of the tree and like runs across the yard. That thing was having a bad day.
Dude, the worst of days. Worst of days. Okay, that'll do. If you have questions for us, we've got a bunch more here, but we have to move on. WeLikeShooting.com/DearWLS. Please leave us questions over there. We absolutely appreciate it. Aaron, isn't it the best day of your week, or the best time of your week, going through the questions every week?
Yeah, actually, I don't really read them. I just put them up there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
But yeah, send in WeLikeShooting.com/DearWLS. Time to talk about Bowers Group suppressors. That's what they make, and that's what you should buy from them. 4 months, guys. That's like we're seeing under 4 months for tax stamps to come back right now. Do it as an individual, not a trust, and use the barcode system from Silencer Shop. So like a key. Jeremy, you do those, right?
Yep. Explain
that process.
You go to Silencer, or you just Google Silencer Shop eForm 4.
Okay.
And it pops up, and that is the electronic Form 4 from
Silencer Shop.
Silencer Shop, and it's real nice, and it's got a little barcode on it. And from what was explained to me, that is basically it's like a. I'm trying to think of how to
stop looking at your f***ing phone.
I'm going to do what I want. And,
so check them out. They're pretty cool.
Yeah. So anyway,
basically, it autofills like all the information that a Form 4 would do when the ATF gets it, so they don't spend minutes of their time.
Well, it's cutting 7 months off at this point, so that's pretty great. So look, Hearing Protection Act, it's not going to happen. Stop waiting for it. Go buy suppressors. Suppressors are awesome. And Bowers Group has some of the best of the best. So if you have a question, if you're like, hey, this is the application that I need, just give Tom Bowers a call. He will literally tell you. And if he doesn't have the best suppressor for your use case, he'll tell you who does. And that's huge. Like, he's a suppressor company that makes suppressors, but he'll also tell you if he doesn't have the best stuff. And it's worth it just to talk to him. Great people over at bowersgroup.com, and just love them. Absolutely love them. And the wait times are so far down right now. Like, literally go buy a suppressor tomorrow. bowersgroup.com, save money with coupon code WLS. And what time is it? It is time for Not Guns.
I think you know
Not
what time it is.
guns, not gear, just the gang. Hashtag not guns.
All right, Aaron, what do you have for us tonight?
First, I want to answer Chris's and Bradley's question. The reason why I was brushing my teeth was I had some mixed nuts earlier, and I had some nuts in my teeth, so I wanted to get them clean. So I don't like having debris in my mouth.
Aaron's had in his mouth all day. Now they're on his teeth.
It was after he hooked up with those two guys.
Oh, hey, guys. Chris K has to go to bed now.
Good night, Chris.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, Chris. Are Bowers Group suppressors able to be cleaned by the owner, or do you need to send them in? Jeremy?
What do you mean? Who cleans cans? Get a Sonic cleaner.
Just answer the question. Are they user serviceable or no?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
So I've talked to Tom about this. You can take them apart and clean them, but you can also send them back, and he will clean them for you.
Yeah. So you have the option. They are user serviceable if you desire this. Aaron,
I had to think about that because I'm like, who the cleans a can?
not me. And I actually have a Sonic cleaner that will fit a can. So
I have cleaned cans because I have drank out of them.
Oh, that's true. We do. What is it? Cocktails with Biddy?
Yeah, we need to do more.
Yeah, we really do. Jesus, I totally forgot about that.
I have a whole plan for like cooking videos and cocktail videos.
We need to get that done.
Yeah,
someday.
Right, Aaron, not guns.
Yes, sir. All right, fear. It is the mind killer. What fear do you have that the rest of us cast members would consider stupid?
I fear people whose eyes glow blue.
That what?
Whose eyes glow blue
because they've had too much
spice.
Yeah.
All right, so so I'm going to legitimately throw out my fear.
Okay, and the rest of the cast members would consider stupid. Okay,
exactly, and I want you guys to be as honest as possible too. And now, Sean, you're picking your teeth. Okay, so don't call me out on that.
But I'm using the card I'm using the QA inspection card from a Henry lever action.
Okay, the floss sticks are upstairs, so I couldn't use those.
Floss sticks are in the office,
not 2 R's. Okay, whoever
floss
Permanent X has asked. Anyhow, all right. So anyhow, when I was a kid, I was 7 years old, and I lived in Ypsilanti, Michigan, which is not really the greatest place in the world. We used to walk home from school.
Michigan sucks.
Well, that part of Michigan does. And I was walking home from school, and there was always this group of kids that would pick on me, right? Well, one was like this. This kid was like 16, but he was like 3 feet tall, and I was like 3 feet tall. And we got to a fight, like a fist fight. But, 16 years, when you're 16 years old, no matter how tall or short you are, you still have the muscle mass of a 16-year-old versus someone who has the muscle mass of a 7-year-old. The guy kicked my ass, okay? Mm-hmm. So I hate it's not really a fear, but midgets. Midgets.
You hate midgets?
Yeah.
Why do you hate? That's kind of up to hate.
I just explained why. Were you not listening?
I listened.
Yeah, but still, like to hate an entire group of people.
People hate clowns for less.
That's true.
Wait, but do you hate them?
More.
Stephen King writes a book, and suddenly clowns are turned into the Joker.
John Wayne Gacy only kills and rapes a bunch of kids, and now everyone hates clowns. Come on.
By the way, P. Lewis said, "Can one purchase a suppressor from Gay Wolf Firearms or just firearms?" And then
currently just firearms.
Bradley B. said, "Gay Wolf, we can't let that one slide."
Yeah, no, I caught it. Currently, it's just firearms. I've not gotten my SOT yet because
G-E-Y, gay.
It's Grey.
Oh, the R is silent.
What are you, British?
Exactly. But anyhow, no, I don't have my SOT yet.
So Aaron is afraid of dwarfs.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, midgets and dwarfs are different.
Aaron's afraid of midgets. Got it. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. Jeremy, what are you afraid of that we might think is stupid?
My mean, my biggest fear is that I'm going to be in the position to get a stateside, and some other concealed carrier is going to take it from me.
All right. I don't
You're
think
right.
that's
That is
stupid.
stupid.
Oh. Okay, yeah, we think it's stupid.
Like, somebody's going to come in to rob the store, and I'm going to be like, but Tony's got the drop on him, and just their head pops before I pull the trigger, and I'll be like,
Would you put some rounds in him anyhow while he's laying there?
probably.
I can hear your head pop.
No, I would only shoot to end the threat. But if he gets a shot off and the guy's grape explodes the moment before I pull the trigger, it's just abuse of a corpse at that point.
It is. You're right. Nick, what are you afraid of that we're all going to think is stupid?
I don't know. This is kind of a tough one.
Dude, it really is. Like, I have gone to all of you guys first because I'm drawing a blank.
There's not that much stuff that I would say that I'm like really like. I'm not trying to say like that I don't fear things. I just don't think about it. I don't know how stupid it is, but like I'd say being helpless or being unable to do things for myself would be a fairly big fear.
I don't think that's stupid though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I don't know. That's a fucking hard question, Aaron. I'm gonna have to think about this for a while. It's gonna turn out there's a bunch of shit I'm afraid of, and I'm like never gonna leave the house.
So, like, I used to be kind of growing up and early adulthood, I was kind of afraid of the dark, and not necessarily afraid, just like if I turned the lights off in the basement, I ran the upstairs. But I got over that, and then I was afraid of snakes, so I went out on a herpetology hunt and just found a bunch of snakes and handled.
Is that where you got a bunch of herpes?
Yes.
No. My friend was a herpetologist and like cataloged snakes and stuff.
He cataloged herpes.
Right.
So-
Sean's, yours are
off. So I was afraid of snakes, and then I went and got over that just by handling snakes and things like that. Like,
wouldn't that be a reptileologist?
honestly, I was kind of afraid of guns, and we saw where that went. I don't know, man. Like, when I have a fear, I literally like work my ass off to try to conquer it because I just don't want to let stupid control me. But if I had to say what my biggest fear is, it's and I don't think you guys will think it's stupid, but my biggest fear would be like outliving my kids or something like that.
Not getting raped by Jeremy on one of our trips?
No. Why would I be afraid of something that you've already had happen to you?
Nick.
What?
But yeah, I don't know. I guess. Oh, wait. Well, I used to be afraid of birds, and then I got chickens, and now I love birds all the time.
Wait.
Okay, that one's stupid. You were afraid of birds?
Dude, birds
Yeah.
freak the f out, like their stupid clawy ass legs and their stupid wings and. But then I got chickens, and now like I literally like walk up to a and
chicken?
just grab it.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'll right in its cloaca.
Like there are things that like I am uncomfortable with some snakes.
Chickens don't have cloacas, by the way.
Yes, they do.
They have
What?
They have vents.
No, they have cloacas.
You have a cloaca. Don't snakes have cloacas?
Some of them
Birds
maybe.
and reptiles have cloaca.
Yeah, some snakes give live birth, so I don't think those ones have.
All right.
It's
Well,
still a cloaca because it's used for reproduction
But-
and excrement.
Well,
Well, fine.
I was gonna say, do the ones that give live birth for sure
I like cloacas.
have it come out of the same hole?
I'm not afraid of
Yeah.
saying it.
Okay.
Did you know that pigeons
Today I
produce
learned.
milk?
No. Why would wait? Do people drink pigeon milk?
Pigeons are the only bird that actually gives its babies milk.
I don't know that I believe that.
I don't actually believe that at all.
Okay, Google it.
Have you
I'll
ever
wait.
seen a f***ing pigeon walking around with huge ass, saggy ass?
I have nipples, Greg. Can you nurse me?
Oh,
Or,
it's funny that you
can
think it's
can
from
you
its
milk me?
nipple that it produces milk.
Where? Okay.
Is it butt milk? Is it cloaca milk?
No, it's not.
Because I've seen some pretty. I've seen
There's a
some.
gland in their throat that produces actual milk. And
All right.
They were,
Bugs. I would say that I have. I'm not.
Really?
I wouldn't say that I'm afraid of them, but I don't like them.
Ready?
Yeah.
This is a tough question. Like I am literally going to think about this for the next few days and just like come up with a list of things that.
stupid fears.
Yeah, like I don't. Tyler will like freak out and yell at me from the next room if there's a. Clearly no phobias towards food. If there's a spider in the room, and she'll like need me to come in and kill it because she can't get near it, and like she freaks the f out.
No, man. Like if there's
And And like I go in and I'm like, oh, that's a nasty looking spider. I don't want it on me, but
I will kill the out of any
spider.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife freaks out when the cats bring in some sort of rodent.
Yeah,
but she's happy to have the cats because she knows our house will have no rodents.
Sand scorpion. Is that a thing?
You mean no? Well, no.
Oh, apparently. Okay, so it's called crop milk.
It's called what?
It's a crop milk, like CROP. It's the secretion from the lining of the crop of parent birds that's regurgitated to young birds. Apparently, pigeons and doves, as well as flamingos and male emperor penguins have it.
Well, pigeons are doves.
I had no idea. Are pigeons doves? I thought there was a slight difference.
Only when they cry.
No, it's like a caribou and a reindeer. It's the same thing.
Oh, interesting. So yeah, I guess for me, I would have to say bugs. And Armament and Access said, "Holy, how big is that Snickers? 1 pound."
It's a 1 pound Snickers. Yeah. Check it out.
He had 3 bites and had to for 20 minutes. So God, I can only imagine what's going to happen.
I'll have another bite. Good as hell.
Wouldn't it be funny if he got diabetes?
The fish said Nick,
and Nick sucked it.
The fish said Nick is afraid of cleaning the stove.
Okay,
Wait, it was knock.
I was really drunk, guys. All right.
So here's what happened. The other night, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get up, and I texted Nick and I said, I'm getting drunk, and he was like, what?
I was like, okay, are you all right?
And I was like, yeah, I'm totally fine. That was an invitation. And then like 30...
It was an invitation to get him drunk and take advantage of him.
35 milliseconds later, my door had a knock on it, and I opened it and almost shot Nick, but not really. So anyway, we got up, and then where was the story going?
Oh, the stove.
Oh, the stove, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got drunk, and then I was like, okay, I'm tired. Go leave my apartment. And Nick left.
Actually, that's not what you said. You said you were going to go to bed, but I could stay if I wanted to. And I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you could stay and play Modern Warfare, because that's what we were doing. P.S.
What level are you guys now?
Like 25. My gamer tag is XHerrinX. XHerrinX. That's what I'm playing right now. Xbox.
Yeah, after 4 hours on with customer support yesterday, they let me know that it still does. They don't have a reason for why mine still doesn't work.
That's so annoying.
Yeah.
So I'm level 36 now. Yeah. Well, I play in the afternoon. I've got some time in the afternoon to kill after I get home from work, and yeah. And my gamer tag is, guess what it is?
Guess what it is?
Yes, it's now. It's MG Moses.
Oh, MG Moses, nice.
But I added a clan tag today. Capital W, capital L, capital S.
Oh,
Nice.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, we get drunk. Nick goes back to his apartment, and he decides that he's going to do a cooking with Nick in the Cult group, and you can find out more and join that at theguncult.com.
Yeah, I do those from time to time.
He does those, yeah. But this was at what, like 1 in the morning?
No, it was like 2:30 or 3.
2:30 or 3 in the. Okay, so we fucking drank a lot. Whatever.
Yeah,
I was having a rough day. I had a really bad week.
it's because it was your birthday.
50. Wow, you look so good for 50.
Actually, I'm not 50. Off.
It was the night.
It was the night before my birthday. Yeah.
So anyway, I get home and I'm so drunk that I go in and I put my phone on my charger, and then I come back out to the kitchen and decide I want some food, but I can't find my phone, so I go back and wake Sean up, and I'm like, "Where's my phone? I know you hit it."
And I'm like, "What?" And then I was like, "Off mute." But he actually had. Where was your phone?
It was on my nightstand, plugged in, charging.
Yes.
I literally went in, came back to the kitchen, couldn't find it, and then went back and bugged you.
Oh, that's amazing. Anyway, I don't even know what we're talking about at this point, but let's just talk about Polymer 80. Polymer 80 has a thing that we just recently did here at the We Like Shooting Studios, and that is called the Buy, Build, and Shoot set. It's $5.99 retail, but guess what? You don't have to pay full price with our coupon code. I'll tell you what that is at the end. We actually took it to the range and shot it Tuesday? Monday.
Yes.
Tuesday. What day is today?
Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday. So we shot
Tuesday.
it yesterday. And
Did you do video?
yeah, we did.
Did you upload it yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
So it's kind of awesome. I love it. Like it is right around $500 with our discount. which is awesome because it comes with every single thing that you need. It comes with the slide, the sights, the slide kit, the frame, a magazine, a case, everything. So freaking awesome. We got the PF940 V2, and Nick is actually going to get something with their new slide pattern very soon.
Ooh, they have a new slide pattern?
It's not available yet, but it will be very soon. And
this is news to me. That's exciting.
It's pretty freaking baller. I'm actually kind of excited about it.
Can I see it?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Yes.
Let's see.
I'm pretty stoked.
There's a lot of text to go through because Alex and we talk a lot, but...
So this stuff's awesome, though. I mean, it takes like 15 minutes if you're not messing around. You can completely build one of these pistols in like 15 minutes start to finish. I kind of don't like... oh, that's awesome. I kind of don't like 80% AR receivers that much. Like, I don't see that much benefit, and they typically take a decent amount of time to get done. But the thing about the Polymer 80 stuff is... like a lot of people will send their pistols off to be modified. Mm-hmm. And for the cost of doing that, you can get one of these receivers, have it shipped to your door, or not a receiver, 80% receivers, have it shipped to your door, finish it out, and put the gun together, and save that factory frame unless you decide you ever want to sell the thing or trade the thing or whatever, or just decide that you want to revert back to factory. But like they're pretty affordable. They're really well set up. Yeah, I like them quite a bit.
Yeah, I do too. So go check those out. Polymer80.com. Use coupon code WLSisLife, and that gets you 15% off. Best Polymer 80 discount that's out there. We try to do that as often as we possibly can for all the companies that we work with. And Polymer 80, just awesome people. Like there's a consistent theme with the people that advertise with WLS, and we're all very tight, very close, and really, really love the guys over there. So go check them out, polymer80.com, and coupon code one more time is WLSisLife. And now it's time to talk about a little bit of news. Aaron, what you got for us?
Can I ask Jeremy a quick question?
You can.
Jeremy, Armament and Axes over in the live chat points out that you have a box titled Nader behind you. Is that just a box that is full of copies of Unsafe at Any Speed by Ralph Nader?
No, that's my wife's maiden name.
Wait, is she related to Ralph? That's a bummer.
Be a lot cooler if she was.
Yeah.
Would it though?
He ran for president a couple times.
Yeah. Aaron probably voted for him because he's a commie.
Well, so everyone's a commie now, apparently, Sean.
You're a commie.
You've called me a commie. You've called Jeremy a commie. You've called Savage. See, you call everyone a commie. It makes no one a commie.
Jeremy is a commie. Savage is a commie. You're basically a socialist.
How am I a commie?
Because you're all like, give me free.
Where's my 10 millimeter?
Did you get
promised something?
Did you get a hold of Alex?
I did for the other thing, but not the 10 millimeter.
Oh, I thought that's why you wanted to get a hold of him.
No, I wanted to get a hold of him because I'm now stocking Polymer 80 stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
He wanted to get a hold of him.
We know. We know. Okay, stories.
Okay, so I changed the segment. The segment used to be industry news, but I've decided because it's sponsored by Polymer 80, I'm calling it Making News. And this is where I read actual headlines, and we kind of try to figure out what the story actually is.
Isn't that the whole purpose of the other podcast that we're about to start?
Well, no.
Yes.
No, because we actually talk about news.
Gun-related news in this show, because Savage doesn't actually do it on WLS.
Yeah, that's the Washington news segment.
That's why we literally have news in this show.
There's actually nothing going on in the industry today.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't find anything.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay, well, we'll do it your way this time.
Okay. And then, so anyhow, dog rings bell at 2 a.m. after being locked out. So what do you guys think happened there?
I think a dog rang a doorbell on a Ring doorbell.
Ring doorbell?
Or something
on
similar.
On the ring?
Is this just because you didn't plan out the news stories?
No, man. I looked on my 3 most reliable websites for industry news, and they talked about a new all I could find was Burris came out with a new XTR scope, but it's the XTR 2, so it's just an improvement on the last scope, and that was about the extent of all the industry news I could find. And I was like, I don't want to have one news story.
All right, so dog rings doorbell. Next story.
Man loses his toilet paper holder in Newark airport because it was shaped like a gun.
So we have two of these, actually. We have one in the studio, and I have one in my storage unit.
Yeah.
It is the toilet paper holder that is shaped like a revolver, and the toilet paper goes where the cylinder goes on the revolver. But so he went to the Newark Liberty International Airport. Like, what the f***? Like, and they confiscated it?
They take weird stuff there, don't they? And wait, why was it on his carry-on?
I don't understand.
Does he not like using the toilet paper provided in the airplane? So he's got to put it on his own roll?
Well, I mean, maybe he just got it as a novelty, but why would you think that that's cool to take in your carry-on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why does the fish hate you so much?
I think the fish wants to be me.
I think he may want to replace you, yeah.
And that's why he or he's just negging me, and he's trying to get with me.
So the TSA...
He's trying to break me down before he, he's like, oh, when he has low self-esteem, I'll be able to swoop in and just hug him.
The TSA reminds travelers they're not allowed to bring real or replica firearms through security checkpoints, and they said the realistic replica gun was designed to spin toilet paper instead of bullets. They gave the man the option to place it in a check bag, hand it off to a companion, or surrender it. He decided to give it to TSA. So you know what? Go f*** yourself, TSA.
Yeah, I mean, it's like...
It doesn't even look like an actual gun. Like, it looks like off.
No, I will say the TSA has let me bring gun parts through. I got a... what was it? What was that? I don't even know anymore.
I feel like
let me bring it through the. They warned me that next time I need, because I was coming back from the NRA show, I got some stuff, and they're like, next time just put it in check bags. So I'm like, cool, thanks.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. So sometimes sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
All right, pick your last story.
North Carolina man helps police catch murder suspect, gets arrested for impersonating a police officer.
Oh wow! Did he do a citizen's arrest, or did he say drop your gun, police?
That's a good question. Have any of you guys ever done a citizen's arrest?
No, I don't give a dude. If they're not hurting me, or or someone that is with me, I don't give a what people do.
Do you really think a citizen's arrest is a real legit thing? Like,
it actually is. No, it like literally exists as a concept, a legal concept. I think it's different in many states, but it literally does exist. But
yeah, one of like the few reasonable citizens arrest type things that I've seen was some dude was trying to like talk a kid into getting into his vehicle, and some people stopped him and like kept him there until the police arrived.
So it's an excuse to hold someone against their will.
Basically, but there are a lot of rules surrounding it.
There really are. There's a ton of rules.
You've done security guard stuff. Like, did they not have you learn anything about that?
Oh yeah, totally. You know what they told us? If anything happens, run away. Call the police. That's what they told us. I'm like, but this is armed security. They're like, yeah. I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
you have two of them attached to your shoulders.
Right.
Yeah. He ordered the driver out of the vehicle at gunpoint, handcuffed him. Wilson Police Department officers weren't sure who he was or if he was a law enforcement officer. They ordered him to stop searching the suspect. He eventually left the scene, but on Wednesday was charged with impersonating a law enforcement officer.
Wait, but did he ever say, I'm a cop?
I think it was the fact that he handcuffed him and searched him.
Well, he joined the police in chasing down and then seemingly arresting, with air quotes, a murder suspect. He stopped 5 people in a car outside a grocery store. Police reportedly believe one of the vehicle's occupants was a murder suspect. Officers approached the vehicle. The car took off. Cops chased the vehicle for a couple miles before the man, later identified as Adams, driving a black Ford Taurus with blue lights, sped past them and intervened.
Okay.
So he passed the cops with blue lights flashing, cornered the suspect's vehicle between cars and pursuing officers. Like, what the
That's amazing.
Oh, man, he's like Batman.
Yeah, well, I'm bored. What do you guys want to do? I don't know. Maybe go chase down some murder suspects with the cops.
That's so awesome.
That is awesome. I would totally be down for that.
It is.
But I would just take their wallet and leave.
I mean, that's my backup plan. If the range goes down, I just start rolling drug dealers for cash. I don't think the cops are going to look too hard into when a bunch of drug dealers start showing up dead and robbed.
Yeah, for sure. All right, cool. Let's real quick talk about rubber dummies. We just took a brand new one out. It looked like a Dalmatian, Nick said when we were done. And
Yes,
yeah,
it did.
rubber dummies are f***ing awesome. I love their new stands, like the ones that use the 2x4s, because then you can just replace that piece easily. You don't have to replace it with pipe or anything like that. So really, really good stuff. Targets to last for a very long time. And go to rubberdummies.com, and we actually, for the rest of the year, have a 15% off coupon code. So if you've been waiting, and I know our California cadre just ordered some, coupon code WLS saves you 15% off. And guys, that's going to do it for the show tonight. We started a cult because Patreon. Who is echoing?
You.
No, it's driving me crazy. Patreon was kind of getting weird about gun stuff, so we decided to bring it all in-house. And we've got way better prizes and all kinds of other great stuff. And you can find it all at theguncult.com. Love WLS is the place you can go. You can find coupon codes for advertisers, links to their websites, and all that great stuff. You can find our Rooftop Rewards program, another link to theguncult.com. And you can also find our swag store. We can buy cool stuff like this hoodie, like the hoodie that Aaron is wearing, and shirts. Oh, the shirt's got the July 4th, 1776 Declaration of Independence shirt on. Aaron, do you have a shirt on?
I do have a shirt on, but it's not a We Like Shooting shirt.
Okay, well, you can't get that there. LoveWLS.com. And just a reminder, join a gun-related advocacy group. Just had the Second Amendment rally in Washington, D.C. on November 2nd. That's a great thing. Get involved locally, and these are individual rights that we have to fight for as individuals. And also you could join FPC, GOASAF, and your local organizations as well. We give out the suicide prevention number. That number is 1-800-273-8255, or you can text 741-741. We're here live every week on Monday and Wednesday nights and on demand every day. Go to welikeshooting.com/show to subscribe. And, as we always say, guys, thanks for listening. Get some medical training. And I am not 50 years
Sean
old.
is...
No, I'm not.
And happy 50th.
No, I'm not 50. Off.
Happy 50th, dude. We should have talked about
What?
FPS Russia.
Yeah, we really should. That would have been great.
Yeah, $400,000.
Yeah. Yes, James, we are doing a movie show directly after this. What should we name this episode?
The fish.
I don't know. Now I feel like you're trying to nag him. No, it's got, what was, let's see, it's got to be something that was in the show. We do not have information on the Clintons.
But what if we do?
I don't.
Are you sure?
Sean Heron does not.
Are you positive?
Jam.
My
think
50-year-old
you might.
Sean does.
We don't have dirt on the Clintons. How about that? Is that okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Even though I know you do.
Sean doesn't.
Did you think that show was worth $1? Help the cast by visiting lovewls.com.